Okay, hi again everyone. We're back to our statistics class notes. We're now on page 37. We are in section 3.3, looking at numerical summaries for skewed distributions. So remember, we're going to use the median to think about the middle data value or the typical data value. And it's the middle number. So how do we find that median? We arrange all the data values in order, then we find the middle data value. Now, you will recognize that if there are an even number of data values, right, like say 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 data values, there won't be a value in the middle. So what you have to do at that point is average the two numbers that are in the middle together. That'll find the median. Just taking the average of those two numbers. So we want to think of the median as the middle point of the data set, and it's a good measure of a typical value, the center, for skewed distributions. So going back to our data set for our gas prices in Jacksonville, I already have these ordered from smallest to largest, and it is easily seen that out of the 13 data values, the number 7th, the 7 is in the middle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 7th value is $2.49. That's the median. So if I interpret that, that means that about half of the Jacksonville gas stations in our sample have a price below $2.49, and about half have a price above $2.49. So we saw last class that StatCrunch can calculate the value of the median for us. This will be very useful when you need to work with larger data sets. Remember, you just go to Stat, Summary Stats, and you'll be able to find it. Recall that you just need to use the Summary Stats button under the Stats menu. Measuring the spread of a skewed distribution. So the standard deviation, remember this, the standard deviation measured spread using the distance from the mean. And we use that in our symmetric distributions. Since we don't use the mean to measure the center of a skewed distribution, we need a measure of spread related to the median. And that is the interquartile range, which I really don't like to write very often. I just want to call it IQR. So before we get to IQR, we need to talk about the term range and quartiles. We need to understand what a range is and what a quartile is. So let's talk about range first. That's the difference between the largest and smallest values. For example, let's say we have a group of 8 children and they have the following heights in inches. I've put them in order already for us. What's the range of this data? Well, that simply means take the largest value, which we see is 71.0, subtract the smallest value, 48.0, and the range that those data values range over, the range is the values where all the data values lie, is a range of 23 inches. Okay, from 48 to 71, there's 23 inches in between them.